Yo team, I hope you're all well. So today I have a slight twist for you with, rather than just a bodyweight workout, we're going to be using a resistance band. So all this is going to do is just add a little additional tension to each exercise. I'll show you sort of how to set up the band, how to use the band and where to position it. Best way to get the most out of the workout for you. So first thing, if you haven't got one, get one off Amazon. It should be like £6 or £7. You don't need to break the bank with it, but very, very good tool to use, obviously for home workouts, hotel workouts. Very easily fits into the gym bag. And then obviously when you're back in the gym and gyms are open, we can use them for adding resistance to barbells and use them in all kinds of funky ways that make exercise a little more interesting and a little less boring. So first one, we're going to start really, really simple. We're going to start with resistance band pull aparts. Now this is perfect for shoulder health, all right? So if you have bad shoulders, if you're a very sort of desk bound, kyphotic posture, this is perfect for just opening the shoulders up, opening up the chest and extending through the thoracic spine. So if you haven't done these before, I'd recommend start with your grip right on the outside of the band, okay? So you can see where I position it in my fingers there. Right on the outside of the band. What you're then going to do is position yourself, I'm kneeling down for this just so that you can see everything. So you're going to position yourself so your hands are outside, your elbows are fully locked out and straight, and the band is positioned where there is tension through the band. You're going to pull your hands as wide as possible till it hits your chest, and then when it hits your chest, you're going to go as if you're trying to pull the band through, keeping everything angled where it is. Keep the ribs angled down so that you're not popping the chest open, extending through your lower back. Keep everything fixed into that position. Pull the band, control back. So there should be tension in the band the whole way through this movement. It should be controlled, smooth, and you will be able to feel this firing up through the back of the shoulder. Okay, so that's number one, band pull aparts. The next one is we're going to go single arm alternating floor press. Okay, so you're going to take your band, pop your hands on the inside of the band so it's running around the outside of your fingers. From there, you're going to twist it. I'm just going to have to change my hand position over there, so forget what I said. Go on the outside of the band, flip it over so it makes a pretty little X. Okay, you're then going to loop it around your back so it fits snugly across the back of your shoulder blades. From there, lie on your back on the floor, and both arms up straight. You're going to bring one arm down under control whilst keeping the other one extended. You're keeping tension through the pec. Squeeze your chest as much as you can on my right hand side here. With your left arm, you're going to squeeze up and push up to the ceiling as high as you can. Then swap for the right arm and you're going to keep alternating from side to side, keeping that tension on. Obviously, if this is quite easy, you can simply grip a little bit lower down the band. The other alternative is you can use the same grip, same band position, and you can set yourself up with band resisted push-ups. So same point for the band across the top, drop down, chest to the floor, squeeze all the way up to the very top. The next one, we have a band overhead press, all right? For this one, I recommend that you're kneeling as well. So you're going to kneel on top of the band. So it's just a big hole. Hands underneath, so it's almost a big rectangle. And then you're going to push up above your head, lock out, and again, keep your ribs fixed, angled slightly down towards the floor so that you're not pushing through, hinging on your lower back. So the band comes down to the chest, just under the chin. Keep your head back and straight so your eyes are dead forwards. Push up, lock out, control down smoothly, back under the chin, and then push back up. Control the movement all the way through and make sure you lock out all the way through those triceps at the very top of the movement. The next exercise, we're going standing bicep curls. So gun show, all right? The wider your stance, the more tension there's going to be in the band. I'd recommend fold it over so it fits between the fingers, and you can hold it like that, and then you're going to squeeze up, control at the top, and you want to keep your wrists in front of the elbow. Okay, so if the wrists come behind the elbow, that's no good because it's putting the tension into the shoulders rather than the biceps. So control, keep a slight forwards lean, that's going to help keep that wrist position. Control down till your arms are straight. Use your triceps to lock out the movement. Let's try and get that grip back. Use your triceps to lock out the movement. Squeeze up, tight as you can. Control back down, squeeze them straight. Squeeze back up. Okay. Next one, we're going to go on to, similar to the start position, band rotations. Okay, so this one, very similar to the first one with the grip and where we were pulling. This time all we're going to do is look to open up the shoulder, 360, all the way around, keeping that rib position fixed again. And you're just going to rotate back to front. Obviously, if this is a new one to you, don't go too narrow on the band. Stay wide on the band. Even if you have to go hands inside the band just to alleviate a bit of tension, you can do that. Obviously, the stronger you get, the narrower you can go with your grip. My other recommendation, if you've just tried that and you get to about here, that's perfect. Don't worry about going any further. If you're rolling around and you get to that point and it's tough, don't try and go further because you'll end up just going and dislocating both your shoulders. We don't want that. So just keep tension in the band. Even if it's to that point, come back to the start and again, and just gradually go further and further each time. Okay? So eventually you should be able to go the full 360 and use the full range we have available at the shoulders. So it's a good little bit of a stretch as well, that one. The next exercise, so the next two, the last two, we're looking at expand walks. So for the glutes and the hips, and then we're going to be looking at a banded split squat. So expand walks, hold the band in front, pop both feet in, so you get a good bit of tension across the bottom of the band, and then you can see I've got that big rectangle shape again. What I'm going to do this time is cross the band over, so it's a big X, hence the X band. So it should look a little bit like an egg timer, okay? From there, we're going to start off on one side. We're going to go into a quarter squat. You're going to step across as far as you can. Keep tension in the band, join up that way. Step back the other way. And then keep working side to side. Keep tension in the band the whole way through and stay in that split, in that sort of quarter squat position. So it's not bolt upright, just step in. You want to stick the hips back, slight bend at the knees, and then that's when you're going to step. You might just want to do one step one way, one step the other way, depending on how big your house is, how much space you've got. You could potentially do sort of like a full length walk with it. The next one is a banded split squat. So one foot in the band, okay? And then we're going to take the band, hook it up across the shoulders, dropping into that split squat position, drop all the way down and push. Okay, that would be level one with just the band looped around the foot, so you can see it's quite loose. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to step across both levels of the band, and you probably need to drop to your knees for this. Pop both hands inside the band, loop it onto your shoulders, so it's like a pair of braces or dungarees. And again, that's the bottom. You're now in the bottom of your split squat position. Keep your weight slightly forwards, push up through that front leg, so that front leg straight, and you can see how much more tension's in the band now. Control down, touch that knee to the floor, squeeze back up. Control and touch. And then once you've done your reps, you can swap over. Loads and loads that we can do with the band, so I've got a nice little sweat on just from demonstrating those exercises there. Use the band to your advantage. Don't kind of neglect it or think, oh, it's only a thin piece of rubber, it's only going to be really easy. use it to advance your bodyweight exercises, and then that'll progress on into more exercises that you decide you want to do. So I'll send you a couple of ideas on how to structure that into a session. A real simple recommendation that follows kind of the bodyweight 100s template that we've done and that you should have in the manual would be 100 reps of each exercise. Exercises where you're working one side then the other, it would just be 50 each side. So for example, 100 band pull aparts, 50 alternating floor presses each arm, so 100 in total, 100 kneeling overhead press, both arms at the same time, 100 standing bicep curls, and again that's another one that you can do on your knees. If you just wanted to take a bit of tension out of it, you just kneel down, band goes under one knee, band here, squeeze up. Okay, another real simple way to change that one. 100 resistance band rotations, 50 each way X band walks, and then 50 each leg split squats. So give that a shot. I'd say one round of that if you're doing 100. If you want to break it into smaller sets, you want to be aiming to hit sort of like bigger sets with this. So 3 rounds of 20 on each exercise, or 3 rounds, 10 each side on the single arm, single leg stuff. That should help quite a bit when it comes to sort of improving and progressing those bodyweight exercises. Obviously, if you're limited with the gym kit you've got, if you've not got a barbell or a kettlebell or a dumbbell or anything like that, grab yourself one of these, dead cheap. Have a look on Amazon. If you've got any questions on this video, drop me a message, speak to Chris, drop Chris a message, and we will help you out. Lenko out.